everyone! Welcome back to Charmed Rewind!
That's right. All hope is gone again.
All my hope is gone. Mm-hmm. There's nowhere near the tune of the song. Anyway, we watched a spectacular episode today. I know
pretty bad for an earlier one.
Yeah, I do remember them coming off particularly callous in this one. I do think it won the Charmed Rewind Patreon poll because of my description, in which they hilariously do not care that their aunt died.
No.
That's the feature of this episode.
They don't care about each other. It's just a... That's the theme, really. The running theme is who cares?
This is a really early callous episode.
Yeah, it is. It's strange.
This is season 2, so we're still in the Prue era. Mm-hmm. And it feels like they were, like, less awful in this era, but...
Usually.
That's cruel.
Anyway, the episode that we took a look at today was Season 2, Episode 17, How to Make a Quilt Out of Americans. Referring to the hilarious old ladies that make a skin suit. Real Buffalo
Funny.
Bills.
Yeah. Well, they just glance over the fact they're going and digging up corpses to rip skin off.
Yeah, and you just have to believe Aunt Gail when she says it's corpses that are dug up, because they very well could have just been killing people.
Yeah.
You don't know. They don't seem to have any qualms about it.
I feel like the demon that gets the skin suit, too, should look more like a zombie if he's wearing a bunch of rotting flesh.
You can't introduce a skin suit and then he turns into just a normal, handsome turtleneck guy that they always use. Yeah.
The demon rack.
Come on, guys. Get it together.
Yeah, they should have made this guy more grotesque and frightening.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but no, just another guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as far as stuff going on in the show at the moment, this is during the Neighbor Dan Leo saga comes to a head here, or a conclusion, or whatever you want to call it.
Apathy wins out.
Can't really
Piper
say climax.
goes, I guess I'll choose Leo.
I'll settle.
Whatever.
Yeah, Leo not in this episode. Just Neighbor Dan.
It's a good, end of the arc. Leo not in it.
I think there is some jealousy going on with Neighbor Dan after that. I guess there's like a little bit going on.
He futs around before they make him disappear.
Yeah, he futs around. But otherwise, I don't think any other storyline things are going on. This episode's pretty self-contained.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Phoebe starts her glasses arc.
Yeah.
They continue that. They're like, she needs glasses, and then I guess at some point she gets contacts or LASIK, or just does, like some magic spell so she doesn't have to use glasses anymore. Because she is vain, actually.
Yeah.
All right, anything else before we jump in?
Let's do it.
All right, well, we open with 3 older witches. I guess they're not really witches. They're just witch practitioners.
Witches. I think they're witches.
No, they're witch practitioners because Aunt Gail says later that she doesn't have any powers of her own. She just dabbles in witchcraft. So I think that is a distinguishing thing.
That's okay. Seems like some semantics.
Yeah, they do.
To be a witch, you have to have like some power that you can just call upon.
That's the thing with Charmed that's confusing. We talked about this last time because there was that woman that they had to kill as part of the 13 Witches for Barbas in Miss Hellfire. That was the last episode we covered. And she was she was just like a Wicca hippy dippy lady and not like a witch, but enough of a witch that accounted for that for some reason. Very confusing.
Gail apparently counts as a witch later, because there's one part where they use, he steals their powers, of course, and then makes them all freeze, and they go, good witches don't freeze. Then you see Gail running off right after that.
Yeah, I
so
guess
she
that's
didn't freeze
true.
Also means she was good.
Yeah, I guess. Confusing. Very confusing. I should note, I'm in the middle of the Charmed Reboot Season 3 video at the moment, and there's a long section about that, like what makes a witch, what makes not a witch. There's a whole storyline. I'm like, I don't know what is considered a witch.
Right, but Reboot doesn't really count for this continuity.
But they do have a lot of similar things in normal Charmed to the OG Charmed, where it's like, the White Lighters don't
work the same at all.
Yeah. But, it's also like a parallel dimension or something. Because they go to the OG charm dimension.
Multiverse crap.
Whatever. Anyway, they're always confusing. So these older witches / practitioners or whatever they're supposed to be, they are summoning the demon Crito.
Oh, Crito also calls them witches.
Does he?
Yeah, because he gets rid of the 2 friends and then says, I can't have 3 witches
to
get rid of me.
Well, then, I don't understand. I don't understand what makes a witch or not a witch. But I guess that's consistent with the inconsistency from the one we watched the last time, because the Barbas thing, it's like she was a witch because she counted as part of Barbas's thing, but then she didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If there's anything consistent about Charmed, it's that it's inconsistent.
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, these 3 women are named Helen, Amanda, and Aunt Gail. The Charmed one's beloved Aunt Gail.
Her favorite aunt.
Their favorite aunt. I swear, I thought they called her their favorite aunt in this episode, but then they don't. So it was either a description, like on IMDb at one point or something. I know this was a running joke with us, their favorite Aunt Gail.
Yeah.
But I think there was also, I was trying to Google it. I was like, Charmed one's favorite aunt. And then I guess there was an aunt named Phoebe, a favorite aunt that Phoebe was named after. But that was like Patty's favorite aunt.
Oh.
Their mom? Their mom was Patty, right? Penny's the grandma.
I think so.
Anyway, it was her favorite aunt. Whatever. Anyway, maybe she's this Charmed one's favorite aunt because it was Patty's favorite aunt. So this is their favorite aunt.
Yeah, maybe.
Just saying. Anyway, so Aunt Gail, she is clearly not in the best of health. She's got the slight cough of doom. Anytime you see someone slightly coughing and something, something's up. As they're trying to summon Crito, it's not happening quick enough for Amanda. She's getting impatient. And Aunt Gail's like, it's a seance, not AT&T. This is classic character actress Anne Haney, by the way.
Yeah,
she's been in so many things. Yeah. The wife of was Kevin Uxbridge. Kevin Uxbridge on TNG. Anyway, she's great in this, by the way. I've never seen her in anything where she isn't great, even though it might not be great stuff around her.
Yeah, she makes his character more memorable than it would have been.
Yeah. So anyway, eventually this seance, not AT&T call, finishes up, and Crito farts his way into the room. His initial appearance is very strange.
Yeah, he is a fart cloud.
He's a big fart cloud. He's a face in a fart cloud.
Face in a fart.
And it's clearly like the actor with like a pantyhose over his face to like make the nose kind of pig-like and the eyebrows are weird, but it's clearly just like a pantyhose on his face. It's like the cheapest effect to make him look so dumb.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why they did this.
Yeah, it was worth it though.
Because he's supposed to be disembodied, because he was skinned alive and vanquished, and he has no body to go to. So I don't know if this was supposed to be him like looking skinned or skeletal. He doesn't, though. He looks like an actor with pantyhose on his face.
He has no ass, and he must fart.
Yeah, so anyway, these witches, or whatever they are, they have summoned him for youth, beauty, and health, is what they say. And in return, they'll make him whole again.
He's like, what else you got?
He's like, throw in some powers, and then it's a deal. He doesn't even finish saying that before he's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Excuse you? You get a lot of offers, Crito?
Really not interested. I don't know, you guys got any crypto scams? Crito's into cryptos.
Crito's like, give me some powers. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go. Like, he's just in the same sentence, turns around, gonna fart cloud away.
So funny.
It's like, you're not gonna hear him out?
I don't want a body unless you got something else to go with it.
I don't remember how long ago it was supposed to be. They do read when he was initially vanquished. I think it's been centuries. You think maybe he wants to hear him out before he goes?
Maybe
what else are you doing, Crito?
Grown accustomed to his fart face.
So you know what? It took me a while to accept me for me. I can't give that up now.
I like what I am now.
But Aunt Gail, she's desperate. She's like, no, we can get you some powers. I know some people with some powers. Who does she know? Her favorite nieces, of course. So at the manor, something much more dire is happening. Phoebe needs glasses.
I planned Phoebe needs glasses.
If she thinks these glasses make her look stupid, she should put them on and see what kind of outfits are in her closet. She can't possibly think she looks any worse
Put
than...
your glasses on, Phoebe, and face the truth.
I like my outfits better with my glasses off.
Piper comes in. It's a wonderful night for eyebrows.
She does have evil eyebrows. So this is when Prue comes into the room to, like, rub it in, right? Like, she's like, hey, go to the optometrist.
Yeah.
She's clearly just doing this to egg her on. She doesn't care if she went to the optometrist.
Yeah, stupid Phoebe needs to, and she's gonna constantly do dumb things and be like, oh, I screwed it up because I couldn't say it.
It's her vanity. It ties in with the theme of the episode. Vanity, thy name is Phoebe.
Phoebe. That is the end of the episode.
So Phoebe's like, no, I don't need reading glasses. I don't need them. Not just for reading, I guess. She can't see shit. Apparently her vision's so bad that she can't tell the book in front of her is upside down. This is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem like it's much of an issue later.
Still, they're going to get her to navigate for them when they drive later.
Why do they do that? They know she can't see shit, and then they get lost, and then it's like, well, that's on you guys.
Yeah.
Phoebe's stupid, like, but you knew she's
Prue
stupid.
Knew it. She came in and yelled at her for being dumb, blind Phoebe, and then she's like, oh, well, you read the map, okay? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, the dumb leading the dumb here. Prue's like, Phoebe, I need your help. Crisis upon crisis, Piper is throwing out her tan boots. We gotta go.
Whoa.
I love she says this like there's really something dire happening. It's like, no, not really, though.
No. And apparently it's especially these tan boots, because Phoebe doesn't care when she just goes, she's throwing out her boots. Her tan boots!
Apparently these are significant in some way. Her favorite boots.
They just look like work boots.
They do look like... I don't recall seeing Piper wear these boots, but I don't remember every outfit. Yeah. And she also mentions later that this is the third pair within a certain amount of time. So it's like, are these her favorite boots? Yeah. It seems like she's gone through them pretty quick.
They don't even look that messed up. They should have messed them up more. She's going to be whining about her dumb boots.
Well, I guess she said she tried cleaning them and she couldn't get the demon blood out.
Well, then just wear them for demon jobs. Stupid
That's
Piper.
True. Come on, you got your workwear and then you got your practical wear, you know?
Like Piper's big crisis. I would rather everyone die in the city than me have to go through multiple pairs of boots. Oh, yeah. I see what the bigger problem is here. You're right, Piper.
You see her boots covered in demon goo. Anyway, so the other two confront her. They're like, don't throw out your favorite boots! No! I won't let you do this! No! But she's like, they got demon blood on them, they gotta go. This is the third pair of shoes that I've had to throw out this month. It was within a month she's gone through 3 pairs of shoes.
Surely they could make some magic cleaning potion or something.
It's personal gain. It's still kind of mattered at this point if you don't go P.S. no personal gain after you say a spell. Of course.
So it's like potions still count under personal gain. Is that it?
Yeah, because it's magic, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those fucking witches
they throw that rule out the window later.
Those fucking witches summon Kryto and do all this magic for personal gain. And I mean, bad things happen to them, but it's not personal gain consequences.
No,
it's demon
the consequences of what they directly did.
Yeah. I don't know, but who knows? They're not full witches, so who knows what?
Except they are. Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, whenever you notice something like that, a wizard did it.
Anyway, throwing out shoes is a cross she must bear as a charmed one.
No.
Piper is mostly upset because she's chosen Leo, but that means she has to break up with that greasy butt crack poo flap neighbor Dan.
Oh man, not Dan.
Her whole like, I'm gonna give up being a witch because I have to choose boyfriends or whatever in my shoes crisis is dumb. But like, okay, understandably, she's upset that she has to break up with someone that she cares about because she has to choose someone.
Sure.
But when she leaves, Phoebe's just like, Wicca PMS? Is that what she's upset about? And then Prue's like, I don't know. I think it's something more serious than that. You think? She just told you what she's upset about.
Yeah.
Wicca PMS? What are you talking about?
Phoebe.
They're both stupid.
Yeah.
Why are they not, like, of
Phoebe's
course she'd
the
be
worst
upset.
for throwing that out.
Wicca PMS. She's the one that's always like, I don't have time for this. I got paper and boyfriends and blee, 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 blee.
If no one else writes a generic love article, who will?
Shut up, Phoebe. Anyway, the doorbell rings, and it's their beloved Aunt Gail, their favorite aunt.
They snarl as they see her.
They're super happy. They're like, oh, Aunt Gail! They hug her and immediately cut to, like, this sinister, like,
yeah.
like Aunt Gail looking conflicted, like, brr, brr, brr.
Yeah.
It's so funny how quick it goes from, like, oh, Aunt Gail, yeah! So anyway, it turns out Aunt Gail is not really their aunt.
Yeah.
She's an honorary aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was close friends with Grandma Ghost pre-Ghost for like 20 years. Maybe post-Ghost. It's unclear.
Yeah. There's a line that makes it sound like maybe Grams comes and bugs her, which would be consistent with what we know happens later in the show. Grams probably pops over to her friend's place to bug her as well.
Yeah, it can only be assumed. So I don't know why she's so worried about death when Grandma Ghost can't even move on to the afterlife.
It's like all you have to do is walk outside the candles, then you're just corporeal and pretty much normal, alive again? Okay.
Yeah, you just need a magic super baby to wish you to be corporeal, and then a wolf will eat you, and then you don't go back to that. They established that this woman she is basically family to them. That's why they call her aunt.
Yeah.
Because she was friends with their grandma for 20 years, but she also was a second grandma to them. They say she's a second Grams, but a nice Grams. Yeah. So basically saying that she's better than their bitchy grandma. Uh-huh. And she would bake them cookies. She took care of them 20 years.
So there should be a lot of emotion tied to this character. Yeah. Spoiler, there is not.
There is not. The way that this pans out, it's like, why did you make them that close if this is what you're going to do?
You shouldn't have. Don't put that in your episode and then make it so, like, lack of caring.
Like, terrible. She had a fate worse than Vaughan.
Yeah.
So, was it Vaughan?
Vaughan and the Real Ghostbusters?
Vaughan or Roshan? What was the name? Roshan. She had a fate worse than Roshan. I was
the
confusing.
Guy from Forever Night.
Vaughan was the guy from Forever Night. The vampire that took over the show. Whatever. So anyway, but he had a terrible fate too, didn't he die? Spoilers for Forever Night. Everyone died.
Yeah. Great season 3.
So anyway, so Aunt Gail, she knew about them being the Charmed Ones, apparently, because she was like, hey, I know someone with powers, let's go. So she already knew about this. And she was so close with their grandma, but she has never come over until now. Mm-hmm. Like, surely before this thing with crypto came up, she would have, visited them or something.
The fact she knew that they had their powers is what made me think, too, that Grams came and told her this after she died.
Yeah, I guess so. Because she says, like, your grandma told me what you would become when she died. So it kind of made it seem like either she knew, like, oh, when I die, they're going to become the Charmed Ones, even though that's not really what happened. She died as she was unbinding their powers, and then they read the book and became the Charmed Ones. So not exactly what happened. But then, like, also it could be she just showed up as a ghost, like, hey, they're the Charmed Ones, gossiping about all their personal business, which apparently they don't want her to know. They're kind of like,
It's weird because, she is basically family, and she says, I'm a witch too, and I, did this with your Grams. And then they still don't want to admit anything to her.
It feels like there's a lot of characters who find out about them being witches or the Book of Shadows and this stuff that they don't care that much. Like, oh, I guess if something's going on and they find out, whatever, they know. But with this, they're like, ugh, no, we don't want her to know. And it's like, she was 20 years she knew you guys. 20 years.
I don't know why they're like, ooh, we can't. Ooh.
I don't know. Also, 20 years before then, like, that was the 80s. Was their grandma in a sorority in the 80s? How old was she in the 80s?
80s, yeah.
Now I gotta look it up. Sorry, they said 20 years.
She's very young in the 60s.
I don't know if I believe that she was in a sorority in the 80s.
Yeah.
But they said 20 years, right? Did I make that up? Was that on the Charm Wiki?
I don't remember.
I'm going to look this up. Gail Altman. I don't know if they even said her last name, but her name was Altman.
They did say it.
Okay. Gail Altman. They were sorority sisters in college. I got 20 years from something. I don't know. If that's the truth, Grandma would not be in a sorority in 1980. I'm sorry.
She went back to school with Rodney Dangerfield.
1980 would have been when she was already raising the girls. They were born in like the 70s or something. Like 80 would be.
Yeah.
Because that 70s episode, the girls were there. It was Grandma was with them and they were young.
Mm-hmm.
So she wouldn't be in a sorority then.
No.
I don't know. Someone in the comments, let me know where I got 20 years from. Was that in the episode? I don't know. So, yeah. So they're looking at pictures of young Grams and the actress who will be playing young Aunt Gail. So yeah, they were that young when they met each other. Not 20 years ago, I don't think, but whatever. It's even longer if it's not 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe calls them a couple of hotties.
Do you like nice girls or naughty girls?
And Prue's like, no, you're a hottie now too, Aunt Gail. You're still a hottie. And Aunt Gail corrects her on that. She's like, being old sucks and it fills you with regret. Don't ever become like me. Just die at the end of season 3. Stay young. It sucks being old. Never comfort me. My life is terrible. She's like, well, anyway, seems like your lives are going pretty well. Dating anyone sexy? Phoebe and Prue are like, no, we're between boyfriends at the moment. And Phoebe's like, I think we're just picky. Phoebe says she's picky?
Dates.
Lots and lots of dates. Lots and lots of dates. Phoebe has never been picky in her life.
No. They don't even have to be alive sometimes for Phoebe.
I slept with a zombie.
I slept with a zombie? So, this is when Aunt Gail reveals that she wasn't just friends with Grams, they were girlfriends. Just kidding. She was part of her coven. Part of her coven, but not a witch, but part of a coven. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yep.
She says that even though she
sounds like she's a witch.
Yeah. She says even though she practices the craft, she doesn't have any real powers. She mentions that they got together like the girls thought it was a bridge club, but it was they were a coven.
Mm-hmm.
So this was throughout their whole lives.
Yeah.
So, which would have been more than 20 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I got wrong information. So at P3, Piper is awaiting the arrival of neighbor Dan so she can destroy him. But he comes in, like, she's preparing to break up with him, but he's bought her some jewelry. Like, oh, I got you, like, a gift. And she's like, oh, no. So she freezes him because she's worried that he's proposing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just earrings. Whew. Even though she said, oh, no, before freezing him, she unfreezes him, and he's like, open it up. It's great. Let's go. Do you not wonder what oh, no was about?
Dan is so dumb. Like, he does not pick up on the obvious hint that she's not feeling him anymore.
She's like ducking his kisses and being all shady and like, we gotta talk about something.
Huh. Oh, well, I can't wait for that dinner later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat lots of food.
He's basically Mark from The Room through this whole thing. Like, what's going on here?
It's insane, too. Like, at the end of this, Piper leaves, and she leaves Dan in the club, even though presumably she's leaving and going to close it up. I don't think there's anyone else working there. I
don't know if it was closing or opening. It was probably opening, because it was daytime.
There's no one else behind the bar.
No. I think neighbor Dan... Does he not work there, or is it just Leo? I think Leo is the one that works there.
Dan's a handyman.
Handyman. Yeah, I don't know. She's like, lock up when you're done. So, anyway, she's dancing around this breakup. She gets a call from Prue. Red alert! Some shoes are being thrown out!
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. Aunt Gail knows that they're charmed ones. So she's like, Aunt Gail's got some demon trouble, and then Piper is annoyed. Yeah. Annoyed at this news that their favorite Aunt Gail would be, interrupting her normal life.
Yeah,
she's in trouble.
Yeah, she's not worried about Gail. She's not even excited to go see her because she hasn't seen her yet in this episode. But nothing. It's just annoyance. ugh. This person who means a lot to me showed up and is in trouble. This bugs me while I'm trying to break up with dipshit Dan.
Yeah, this is their second Grams. Their second Grams. And she's like, eh. So Piper is like, all right, let's reschedule this breakup dinner. Let's do it tomorrow night. She specifically does say dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be late. So yeah, and she left the earrings behind too. She's like dodging his kisses and then leaves the earrings on the table.
Yeah. Dan's like, wonder what that means.
He's that Garfield meme. Wonder who's that? That's
yeah, for. I'm breaking up with you picture of him. Wonder who that's for.
Yeah. At the manor, Aunt Gail is explaining that she couldn't go to the police about this, which was a dumb thing for Prue to ask about. Why didn't you go to the police when you thought a demon was doing something?
Mm-hmm.
But she had to ask that so that Piper could make a joke about calling the police being just as crazy as trying to clean her boots. Really a stretch to get to that.
Boots, yeah, she's got her priorities straight. Still whining about her stupid fucking boots.
Shut up about these boots.
I don't care if you're gonna die, Aunt Gail. Boots! Boots!
So, Aunt Gail's like, I know this isn't as important as these boots, but I found some corpses being skinned in Santa Costa. That's where she lives. I think it's like a retirement community. Seems like a lot of old people are there.
Mm.
And then Prue's like, well, what did the police think about that? And then Aunt Gail's like, I don't know. I didn't go to the police. You just said that. Why did you ask that? And she's like, well, I think I remember in the Book of Shadows. Yeah, I looked at the Book of Shadows before with your grandma. And yeah, I saw something about
they
this.
act like this is surprising that she would have seen it. Like, she had a coven with your grams. Why would she not have seen the stupid book that she had?
Yeah, and like, why wouldn't she, if she knew they were the charmed ones, why wouldn't she know about the Book of Shadows? Like, it just seems like that's less important than her knowing they're the charmed ones.
You saw the book?
And like, who cares if she saw the book or not? Like, this is so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Grams didn't think it was that big a deal because how would she know about it if she didn't already see it? So, just saying. So, yeah, she's like, yeah, I remember reading something about like a skinned demon who makes people young again, something like that. Yeah, let's check that out. Let's check in the book to make sure that I was correct. And then Piper's like, well, what's the big deal about this guy making people young again? Who needs their skin anyway? That sounds pretty good.
What'd she need the page on him for?
She didn't need the page on him. She needed the page about stealing the powers and returning them. It was on the same page.
It's weird that she bothers to put them on the right track then.
Yeah, I don't know why she tells them about the exact thing her and her friends are up to. She could have made up anything to go investigate and then just done... Yeah, like, and then they wouldn't have figured out what was going on so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But she's dumb. It turns out that Aunt Gail and her friends are the ones doing the skinning of these corpses, and they're creating a quilt. And by quilt, I mean a skin suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they call it a quilt just to, like, get to this title, but it's like, it's not a quilt. You can't call that a quilt.
Like, at one point, too, the charmed ones throw out, like, oh, isn't it kind of suspicious, though, that she and her friends are the only ones that notice these bodies? Like, well, of all the dumb shit you guys do all the time and no one notices, yeah, this is weird.
They also don't know that they're the only ones who noticed. They're just the ones that came to them about it.
Yeah,
Someone else could have noticed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All she knows is that she didn't go to the police with it's demons that did it, which they apparently can't comprehend. Like, well, we have one police officer that'll believe us, so...
Yeah, don't you have your personal police officer for all your witch needs?
Yeah. Make him your little bitch boy.
Daryl also not in this episode. He didn't want to know.
Didn't want to know.
Your favorite aunt? I don't want to know.
Yeah, didn't want to.
So yeah, they showed the scene of them putting this skin suit together. Back at the manor, Aunt Gail and the girls are looking in the Book of Shadows at the entry on Crito, which explains that he's the demon of vanity. He gives people youth and beauty in exchange for their souls. It also mentions like that he was skinned and vanquished because these witches thought he could never be brought back if he was skinned, but it's like it turns out he can be because they're just putting together a skin suit to bring him back. So they were wrong. Meanwhile, vain Phoebe is squinting at the Book of Shadows because she won't wear glasses. Piper is suspicious of this whole thing. Aunt Gail's acting sus. So she asked to chat with Prue and Phoebe downstairs. They leave, and then Prue's like, no, you love Aunt Gail. We love Aunt Gail. She was a second Grams to us. And then Phoebe is like, well, yeah, because she's like a nice Grams. She's way better. That's when they throw Grams under the bus here.
I mean, it's true. Grams is horrible.
She skinned corpses, but she still is better than Grams.
Yeah, we know Grams did worse.
Grams did worse. Grams also liked fucking dead people with the necromancer.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe he's not dead. Well, he was dead. They vanquished him, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But he also controlled the dead? I don't know. Dead adjacent. Anyway, Piper says that it's suspicious that Aunt Gail's the only one who noticed the skin corpses. Oh, I wrote down, like, okay, so they don't know that she's the only one who noticed, but also, like, why wouldn't anyone else notice, like, in either case?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why wouldn't they notice, like, if she was involved or not?
Yeah.
They should notice.
Yeah, people should notice.
So the main thing that Piper is upset about, though, is that she doesn't want to deal with this. She wants a life. She needs time to break up with the greasy butt crack poo flap. She ain't got time for this. In the attic, Aunt Gail is looking through the Book of Shadows. She's found the spell/potion to separate a witch from her powers. I don't know how she knew that spell was going to be in there, because she just told them everything about what was going on with her plan, but it's like, what if she didn't have a spell for that in there? What was she going to do?
Yeah.
What was the initial plan?
Mm-hmm.
So this page also has the spell to call a witch's power, which was used in other episodes of the show and didn't involve a potion, but also involved a fresh human heart. Which brings up all sorts of questions in this episode about people using this potion. Like, do they have fresh human hearts involved with this? Like, the charmed ones use it at the end.
Apparently this is the least convenient version of this spell, because I guess it's been used other times where they just did a spell or a potion. This is the only time it's a potion and a spell.
Inconsistent.
Yeah.
So this is when Aunt Gail rips that page out of the book. Rude.
How else can Phoebe put in like a Sears portrait later?
No one takes care of this book. It's a miracle that it stayed intact as much as it did throughout the show.
Good thing we didn't throw this away.
Now let me write down what this demon's turn-ons are.
You can't possibly have enough room in this book. This is when Aunt Gail is like,
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go. We'll meet up tomorrow. I'm not being suspicious. See ya.
they're like,
Don't check the book for any rip pages, bye.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? Could have looked and found that. Like, there were like little ripped pieces behind. Like, come on.
Yeah, she didn't do it smooth at all.
But she's got to get home so she and her friends can summon Krydo into the skin suit. I think they do that, and I think that's when they do that, and he just turns into a normal guy. They summon it.
A normal guy.
They summon it, and then he just turns into a normal, like, generic handsome dude, not like a skinned guy. Like, why did you bother with the skinned thing and then make him just a normal guy?
Yeah, pretty boring.
Didn't want to do the effects?
Yep.
Lazy.
Lazy.
So the next day, the girls show up in Santa Costa. They're going to look into this for Aunt Gail, but they're late because they let stupid, far-sighted Phoebe read the map. Dummies. They should have noticed at some point.
Yep.
But also, like, they're not that late because they're not like that off course because they stop at this gas station that is like the most important gas station in the world. They go back to this gas station.
Everything happens
so
at this
many
gas
times.
station.
And it feels like it must be on the way because so many people end up at that gas station.
It's just in town from her house.
Yeah,
they're not off course really at all.
Yeah. Prue is like, stop being so stupid about wearing glasses. Wearing glasses is cool. I wear glasses. And Phoebe's like, yeah, but you're old. Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
So Phoebe goes to get some directions from these old guys, and
who will be important.
They'll be important later. Piper sees an old couple holding hands, and
who won't be important.
They won't be important later. We never see them again. But she's bummed out because her own relationship stuff's going poorly. She's like, you know, if it keeps going like this, I'm going to end up like pathetic Aunt Gail, who we love. Stupid Aunt Gail, a cautionary tale of being old and alone.
Your favorite.
No warmth no attachment at all to this woman. They say that she loves her, but at no point does Piper ever show any affection toward this woman. The other two do.
Utter disdain.
Yeah. So Phoebe's getting directions from these old guys, and Prue is like,
Get a move on, get in the car.
she's getting directions. What do you want? So as Phoebe's leaving, she drops her glasses, but she's too embarrassed to admit that they're hers, so she leaves them behind.
Oh my goodness.
That's an expensive idiocy moment,
Yeah,
isn't
glasses
it?
ain't cheap.
She doesn't have all her millions of dollars from her shitty
She
article
don't even
yet.
have a job at this point. She's in college mooching off her sisters. So she's like, nah, I don't know who those are. Leaves them behind. They arrive at Aunt Gail's house. She lives in a mansion.
Yeah, she is loaded.
Loaded.
They should have been mooching off Aunt Gail before this.
Yeah, like she's got... And also, like, this is like a day trip for them, and she didn't come see them for like at least 2 years, right? Because it's 2 years into the show.
Yeah, they could have come to see her.
Yeah. Just left her
Especially-
old and alone. They're
Yeah.
like,
She's sad and old. We're not going to see her.
She only lives in a mansion. There's nowhere for us to stay there.
there's like these doors, like these metal doors with like mermaids on them too. Like it's a very specific design of this house. Like I wonder who really owned it, like gave them permission to film there. So they arrive there, and she has laced some iced tea with the potion that's going to separate them from their powers. She's also told Helen and Amanda about them being the charmed ones, and they're like super annoyed, like,
Aunt Gail's got a big mouth. Better get rid of her.
but this episode really works out for them, so they don't have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she would have been dead either way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if she had done nothing, or if she had done something, she was a goner.
Yeah. They had to save her. You're as good as dead.
But Aunt Gail feels kind of bad about this. She's like, okay, I think if I send them off to, like, on a wild goose chase, investigate some warehouse, we could steal their powers, but then Krydo's not going to get them. So she sends them off to go do this.
I like the interaction, too, where her friend, like, says this, like, oh, no, maybe you're just trying to protect them. She goes, of course I'm trying to protect them.
Like, those other two were more evil than she was.
Yeah. Like... That, just her, telling them to shut up, like, of course I am. Feel like, that interaction, a lot of these things, they kind of shy away from admitting something like that, where she's just like, no, fuck you, yeah, I'm trying to protect them, I still care about them.
Yeah. She's still got, like, some conscience. She's just gonna take their powers away. She doesn't want to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
She cares more about them than they do about her in the end.
Yep.
So they cast a spell around Kryto, who when he showed up at first, he was naked because he's just in a skin suit and then just a normal man.
Showing off his skin flute.
He was just a normal man. We're normal men.
Normal men.
We're normal men. But now he's donning the standard evil demon black turtleneck that they always wear.
Mm-hmm.
They had one waiting for him. The girls figure something's going on. They're like, we've been sent on a wild goose chase. Something's going on. We don't feel too good. So they just they sit on some steps at the warehouse and just kind of wait there while their powers lens flare away.
I want to mention, too, like, when they're drinking the laced tea, like, Piper gets through almost her second glass before she's like, it tastes a little funny. I could have some more, though.
It's free.
I like,
You get
too.
what you paid for.
When they're losing their powers, though, Prue's the first one hit by it, and she's, like, starting to double over. Piper stands there, stink face about it, like, no concern at all about her sister. Is like, I'm not feeling well. Like, but do you remember my boat? That was a real tragedy.
I don't understand why they start feeling weird. They know something's going on. They recognize that the tea tasted weird, but they sit on the steps and kind of swoon like they're like southern ladies with the vapors or something while this is going on. It's like, why don't you try and, like, I don't know, stumble around? Like, maybe they try to get to the car, but they can't, or, something, but they're just sitting there like, I don't know.
I don't know why Prue's the first one hit, too, and she is the one who refused seconds, and
That's
Piper's the one that can't get enough of this
Piper was like,
potion.
chug along.
Get out the funnel. I'll take as much of this as I can.
I'll drink arsenic if it's free.
Yeah, I don't know.
She seemed to be the last one hit by it.
So now Crito has their powers. He wanted them so he can like protect himself so that like he won't get flayed and vanquished again.
This makes absolutely no sense when we see what his normal power is.
Yeah, he turns Aunt Gail young into the younger actress.
Like you promised.
And then he realized that they didn't cast any young Helen or Amanda, so he ages them to dust.
Yeah, he can do this to pretty much anyone he wants at any time. Like that's a way stronger power than flinging something across the room.
Why he doesn't use that on the other ones.
Uh-huh.
And he doesn't use it on the girls. Like
he doesn't. He keeps trying to use their powers on them.
Yeah, which he doesn't really quite understand yet, which is his undoing.
Yeah, he's such an idiot.
It is very funny though. When he ages them to dust, and there's these like piles of clothes left behind. They're like smoking for some reason.
It's funny, too, because, they barely have time to do anything with young Aunt Gail either. So it's we can't deal with having young version of the other two either. So we have to just get rid of them.
Yeah. I feel like this episode had a lot of budget cuts or something, or they were trying to save some money, because there's very limited sets and actors, and I don't know.
And story.
Limited empathy.
Yeah. There's zero of that.
Well, anyway, Crito's a real jerk. He's like, if you don't help me get more powers, I'm going to turn you into dust. You're going to be vacuumed up. It's going to be real bad.
You're like, too, you said there's something that said, like, he also improves your health, too, supposedly, because
she mentioned health.
Right.
So,
but the book didn't.
The book didn't.
And it's a big gamble that, just turning young is going to get rid of her cancer is apparently what she had.
Yeah, she has terminal cancer.
Yeah, it's like, it would really suck, I guess, if you just turned young and you still had that.
Yeah. He asked her to help him get more powers to defend himself, but then they go around just stealing like souls from people to get to make them young, which is just his normal MO.
Trick. Yeah, so he gets your soul when he turns you young.
I don't know why he needs Aunt Gail to do this, because that's his thing.
He doesn't.
That's what he's done for like centuries before Aunt Gail was there, so there's no reason. And he's like, oh, but you know them, and it's like,
I need you to introduce me.
But they don't know this young woman that looks nothing like her.
Yeah. Because there's one old guy, he's like, please introduce me. He's like, no. He's like, oh, man, go introduce me to your old friend.
Like, I don't understand, like, what
I don't know how to do this without a proper introduction.
Crito's a real dum-dum. So I guess the girls stopped sitting on some steps and doing nothing. They're like, let's go back to Gail's house, our favorite Aunt Gail. They figured out everything about the plot except for their powers being stolen. I don't know why they didn't. They're like, what was that about, us sitting around?
Yeah.
They find the piles of ashes that were left behind.
They make snide remarks and don't care.
Oh yeah, Phoebe's like,
I hope that didn't happen from drinking the tea.
Yeah, worried about themselves immediately.
Yeah, not worried about... They don't know... I mean, I guess they recognize the clothes, so they know who they are.
Yeah, they know it's Aunt Gail's two friends. They're not worried about Aunt Gail either. In fact, they just assume she's still alive, because they're like, oh, we'll go find her. Like, what if she's dead? Why would you think she's alive when you find her two friends as dust piles?
Yeah.
There's a good chance she's not kicking anymore.
Oh, well, we find out when she really does die, they don't care.
Yeah,
so.
they're going to put the same amount of care into it when she does, so.
This is consistent.
Uh-huh.
So, a rat shows up just to demonstrate that Piper can't freeze anymore. She gets scared. She's like, ah! And then she can't freeze the rat. So they realize that they don't have any powers anymore. They can't fathom why Aunt Gail would have done this. Like, how could someone be so selfish and vain? No one could ever be that way, right, Phoebe?
Phoebe says this she looks at herself in a hand mirror.
Why are you the way that you are?
But it turns out that Aunt Gail did do this for another reason. They find some doctor's bills. They figure out she had terminal cancer. So I guess it won't be that bad if she dies, because she didn't have that much time anyway. So I guess if she dies by the end of this episode, what are you going to do?
Well, now she's lost her soul, though, so that's worse.
It's kind of hard to determine when Crito dies. Do people's souls get released?
Yeah,
or is
maybe
she just burning in hell after this?
Maybe they got released. Who knows? Maybe there were no consequences.
Yeah, hard to tell, but I don't know. She died before he was vanquished, so...
If they gave a shit enough to address her death afterwards, maybe they could have mentioned that.
I don't know. She went to hell.
Gail's dead, the final nightmare.
So they put together everything else from the plot about Krydo taking their powers and all that. This episode's got to get a move on. Piper is seriously considering just keeping things the way they are. No powers, normal life, win-win. Just let other people die.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I'll just let that guy on the loose. Piper's so stupid.
I don't think they even bring that up as a reason why she should join them getting their powers back, because she has this crisis about it, right? But I don't think they even bring up the fact it's this guy's still killing people, right? We should stop that.
Yeah.
He's taking people's souls. Maybe we have a duty to do this, even though it sucks. Whatever. Meanwhile, Krydo and Aunt Gail are stealing souls. They're making old people young again. Of course, they're at the gas station, because that's the most important gas station in the world.
Yeah. Gail has immediate regrets. She got her youth and I made a huge mistake.
Yeah, this sucks. So among the people that he turns young again are the old guys that gave them directions. The girls recognize them as they're driving by.
Yeah, their big thing is we're young again. We can jump in a car and go, woo!
Yeah, they're also jerks. They call them toots.
Yeah, toots, and they drive poorly.
It's were they always jerks, or just becoming young made them jerks?
Maybe they're just jerks when they're younger.
So at the gas station, again, the most important gas station in the world, how long were those old guys just hanging out at the gas station? Old people milling around. So Krydo turns this guy young, but then he thinks he left his glasses behind. Yeah. So he's helpfully trying to give them back. You forgot your glasses.
Yeah. Why would Krydo was wearing your glasses?
Why would Krydo care about that?
I don't know.
Why would he care?
He's such a dummy.
He wasn't wearing them before, so he clearly didn't need them all the time anyway.
How do we get Krydo to get a premonition? Oh no, he's really worried about this guy's glasses.
Weird moment of niceness from Krydo.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are Phoebe's glasses. This is so he can get a vision off of them that the girls are going to vanquish him later. Spoilers for the end of the episode. He's angry at Aunt Gail because she told him that she had taken care of the girls. And I guess he believed her, but I don't know why, because she's been with him since he got their powers. So when would she possibly have killed them or whatever he thinks that she did?
Yeah. Dummy. Maybe he thought he had them in a 60s Batman trap, and sand was slowly pouring into something and they would die after they get the powers out. Maybe
this was just a miscommunication. Maybe when she said, I've taken care of them, she just meant she sent them to the warehouse and they would still be dinking around there and wouldn't, they would just be spending...
Never figure it out.
Yeah, they would just perpetually search this warehouse, not finding anything.
Ring her up. Aunt Gail, this is the 32nd day we've been down here and still can't find it.
I'm pretty sure there's something there.
Okay,
keep going.
We'll keep looking.
All right. So the girls pull up to the gas station. I guess they knew immediately. They're like, oh, those old guys we recognize, they came from the gas station because they live there when they're not young. So they go to the gas station, and then Aunt Gail tries to warn them. Krydo flings her aside with Prue's powers. I
love the absurdity, though, of them actually clocking that. Was that those old guys that we saw for 2 seconds? Why would you remember what they were wearing?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't.
Yeah, but I'm not going to memorize what some guy who gave me directions was wearing, half a day later. Look at him.
Maybe they could have said something that clued them in, but I don't know.
Maybe if one of them was dressed like Zorro or something, I guess that's weird. They might remember that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common. Old men just dress like Zorro.
If someone dressed something weird, then there'd be some distinguishing thing, though.
Maybe there could have been a distinguishing hat or something with some catchphrase on it. And they make some comment on it.
Yeah, it's just something notable.
Yeah, or Zorro.
Yeah. I think probably one of them was Zorro.
Yeah, I think probably. So, yeah, everyone's getting flung around. Aunt Gail crawls over to Phoebe behind a car. She gives her the page from the spell book because she's going to hilariously die pretty soon, so she's got to give it to her. The girls trick Krydo because they realize he doesn't understand their powers as well as they do. So they pretend that they've been frozen with Piper's powers. But he doesn't know that good witches can't be frozen, except in that last episode we reviewed, where that lady could be frozen even though she was good. Yeah. Or maybe she wasn't. Maybe she was evil. I don't know.
But we also see Gail can still move after this.
Yeah.
Which raises a lot of questions.
Do witch practitioners count as witches or not?
She can move. That also means she's considered good again, I guess.
Yeah, she turned over a new leaf. She felt bad about it.
She was trying to help them, and she says that, which makes it even worse the way they don't care about it at all. You could have some conflicting thoughts, sure. But they should at least have some thoughts.
No.
0 thoughts.
So this whole trick was just so that Phoebe could use the power of kicks to knock him down, and then they run away across the street. What was the initial plan before this? They were looking for him. What was the plan? They're like, oh no, run away. Good luck, Aunt Gail. They leave her behind.
Yeah.
They don't get her. They leave her behind.
They leave her behind.
They even bring up, they're like, what are we supposed to do about Aunt Gail? And Prue's like, oh, well, can't really do anything now. Oh, well.
Yeah, and then Piper's like, I quit.
Yeah, I quit. The Aunt Gail's not even dead yet when they're like, oh, can't do anything.
Yeah, we can't do anything. We don't care.
Wait a minute. What about me?
We don't have time to care about you.
They should have tied this in, too, because Piper gets all upset and is like, I can't be around all this death and stuff, but they haven't seen Aunt Gail die yet.
No.
They should have had that happen in front of her to instigate this, so at least it would tie in a little.
Yeah. The last thing they see her doing is trying to save them as they run away.
Yeah.
She's like, no! And then they run away.
We're cowards!
Yeah, good luck! Yeah, so they're across the street. I guess Crido couldn't find them there. And they decide they're going to regroup, come up with a plan.
See in a window across the street as he's looking at them. We're hidden.
Kills them. Astral projects and murders them. Yeah, they're like, we're going to regroup. And then Piper's like,
I've had enough. Just let Crido steal souls. I don't care.
Yeah. I just can't get over those boots.
Crido, meanwhile, turns their beloved Aunt Gail into dust.
Yeah.
Screaming in agony. It's not a polite, nice death, a heroic death. It's just,
You're like, wow, they had her turn young to do jack shit.
Yeah.
Like, there should have been some story to that, too, but the young Gail does nothing.
Yeah.
Hangs around him as he goes, oh, we're going to turn some other people young.
Yeah, she just had to introduce him to some people.
Yeah, that's her big thing, introducing him to one guy who he's really concerned about his classes.
So yeah, she turns to dust, no one mourns. I don't know
they
when...
don't even say anything.
No, I think they say some line about doing something for Aunt Gail or whatever, and it's like, how did you even know that she was dead at this point? I don't know when they found that out. Or if they found that out, a little unclear.
No, they don't go back.
So they go to Aunt Gail's house. They don't care about her, but they'll go to her house because they want to use her phone to call a cab and go home. And, Piper's just going to call a cab and leave. She bitches at everyone about a normal life. She says, well, we're all going to give up sooner or later. I might as well be the first. And she was correct. They all gave up.
Yeah. That'd be her entire thing, is I want to give up every damn episode.
Yeah. I thought Phoebe had foresight, but Piper really called it on that one. Piper says she doesn't want to end up old and alone like stupid Aunt Gail. She just died, and she's like,
I don't want to end up like that bitch.
In this great big house. Lots of money.
They just left her behind to be murdered horribly, and she's like, I don't want to end up like that loser.
Yeah. She'll have this horrible family that gives no fucks about her.
I don't want to be a part of any club that would have me as a member.
But then they have like a hug and a talk, and Phoebe says please in her baby voice, so I guess she'll help them get their powers back.
Yeah, that's convincing.
Meanwhile, Crido is outside in some badly slowed down footage. Clearly like a little faster than they wanted it to, so it's kind of choppy. Like,
Anything without dialogue was considered for slow motion.
But the girls were planning on Crido showing up. Apparently this was part of their plot to get rid of him. So he comes in, and then Phoebe kicks him down the stairs with a hi-ya! Turns into Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
Hi-ya! They trick him into astral projecting so that Phoebe can beat him up some more. And his prone body in the basement, they can force some tea into it, chug-a-lug.
Like Phoebe gives him like a throat punch.
Unclear if they're just using leftover tea or if they had to get another fresh human heart to create this spell. So yeah, they do that, and then he goes back to his body, and they're able to vanquish him now that they got their powers back. He turns sort of into a skin suit again to remind us, hey, that was what he kind of looked like.
Whoa, I could have been creepy, but I wasn't.
Prue says that she hoped that hurt for Aunt Gail's sake. But again, I don't know how they know she's dead at this point. They didn't see it happen.
No.
They just left her behind. But they just assume, they're like, we're not going to check into this, but she's probably dead.
Piper says that's for my boots or something.
That's for my boots, bitch.
Yeah, unclear if the old people who turn young again get their souls back. I don't know.
Yeah, they show them all old
back,
again at the important gas station. Everyone went back to.
Yeah, the guy that left his glasses behind, or Krydo thought left his glasses behind, apparently went back to the gas station. So that's how he spent his fleeting youth, was just going into a gas station and turning old again. Like, what a pointless adventure that was.
I'm young, I can eat all the chips in the gas station.
Gas station hot dog and pizza? Yes, please.
Yeah! This pizza's shit!
I can think of no way to spend the rest of my life. No other way I'd want to than in this gas station. This gas station's really been there for me through the years.
This gas station's been awful good to us.
No, it hasn't.
Oh, yeah. So long, stink station.
Yeah, they all turn young again. Hopefully they got their souls back. Or they
turn old again.
So hopefully they got their souls back.
Yeah,
otherwise they lost their souls and didn't even get to keep the youth.
Yeah.
I don't know. How does he collect their souls in this transaction? Does he just send them straight to hell already? And then I don't know. Meanwhile, Piper got new boots. Thank God.
That was the thing I was worried the most about.
I sighed with relief. I'm like, oh my God, I'm glad Piper got her boots back. I was really concerned. Like, there was so much tension that Piper wasn't going to have any generic brown worker boots. But Piper is ungrateful for these new boots, even though they were so important to her.
She's like, that's not going to fix my problem. I'm going to spend another 6 seasons bitching about my normal life. Of course, I have a demon child who I won't bind to the powers of, but, normal life. Except baby, that could kill us.
Why is this whole episode Piper bitching at people and being ungrateful for gifts? This happens twice.
Horrible.
She gets generous, nice, thoughtful gifts, and then she's like, brutal. Off to break up with neighbor Dan, that asshole who gave her earrings.
But at least he's going to get a nice dinner out of it.
Yeah.
What nice restaurant did they go to?
P3.
What?
And then they're like,
you get a rum and coke and that's it, otherwise you're paying.
rum and coke.
Not even an expensive drink, just get a rum and coke.
P3 that doesn't even apparently have pub food, even though Piper wanted to be a chef at one point.
Yeah, she had these fancy fruits at one point, but then they gave her a disease that almost killed her, but then a ninja toy or something, so she was fine. Before we get to the hilarious breakup scene, Phoebe asks Prue if they should be worried. And then Prue assumes that she means neighbor Dan, because she's like, oh yeah, Piper's definitely gonna murder him after this. They were plotting his murder
missing.
Even then.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is when Phoebe, she pulls out those glasses that she left behind at the gas station and were a plot point.
Mm-hmm.
So did she go back to the gas station, step over Gail's smoldering body, and get them back?
Stupid dust on the floor. Psh, kicks it out of the way, grabs her glasses.
That's the only thing that could have happened, because otherwise, how'd she get those glasses back?
Yeah.
I don't know. She says that she's no longer vain. Citation needed. Excuse me. This is the least vain that Phoebe is.
Vanity cannot say it's not vain.
Vanity personified.
Yep.
This is when Piper has chosen her own noisy nightclub for this breakup dinner. They're sitting on a couch. They didn't even get a table. Sitting on a couch miserably with some drinks. What a great dinner. Alas.
Get some fries.
No, we don't make food here.
Yeah, they don't have dinners there. And like neighbor Dan, I think finally, as dumb as he is, has cottoned on to the fact that this is a breakup because she's sitting there fucking miserably next to him like,
wait a second, are you about to break up with me? And she's like, it's far worse than that. They're not going to find what's left of you.
No, please take Jenny instead.
She's already gone.
Wait, I can be of some use to you. I can get you hospital sodas. Neighbor Dan has figured out her subtle intentions. She's chosen Leo. The audience is left to determine if he or Leo suffered the worst fate. And then he asks, we're still going to be neighbors though, right? And she goes, no.
Yeah, got a few episodes left.
Before fucking Genie French Stewart turns you into an old man and you leave miserably and then you go missing. We have a real special ending plot for you. How's that gonna happen? And that's the end of the episode. What are your final thoughts on how to make a quilt out of Americans?
Everyone is so callous. It's amazing.
Brutal episode.
The Charmed ones are horrible, and they're like, that should be the theme for the rest of the show. Ugh. Bad. This is especially for a season 2 episode.
This is a taste of things to come, but it's like it's not as annoying as later stuff. They're just as callous as they are later, but I feel like it's really amusing and less frustrating than it is later. But like if you think about anything for more than 2 seconds, you're like, man, they're really awful.
Yeah. They shouldn't have made Gail so important to them, supposedly, if they're going to ever be such a throwaway thing.
Yeah, never brought up again, this woman that meant so much to them. Their second nice Grams.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's horrible writing. Just go on about Boots instead of this person who meant so much to you dying.
Piper's particularly terrible. This is very much later seasons Piper grafted onto season 2 Piper.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a Margoyle or a Carman, Phelan?
Surprise, Margoyle's going to be Piper, and also Phoebe gets in there a little bit too. Mostly Piper, they're a tag team. Both very stupid. Piper for the obvious, worrying more about her boots than her aunt and being annoyed at everything. Watching her sister double over in front of her and sneering at her. Phoebe for just being dumb.
Do you have a Carman?
Carmen, Anne Haney, the actress who played Gail.
She saved the day with her acting, elevated it.
She made it a bit more than it would have been.
Well, my Margoyle is going to be Aunt Gail. Because it's a pretty losery way to go out, like your favorite nieces, honorary or not, don't even care that you died. You saved their lives. You don't even care. I mean, granted, she put them in some of this danger, but, you know, it feels like she should mean a little bit more to them.
She should have. They should have felt bad. They should have been commented at least on the fact that she was trying to save them at the end.
Yeah. But no.
She was trying more than they were.
Yeah, I didn't think about who the Carman would be. Who's the hero of the episode? I don't know if we can really call anyone a hero.
Yeah, that's why I went with the actor. Because no character did anything.
You know, I'm not going to say anyone's a hero, because I feel like everyone came off pretty bad.
Sure.
Anne Haney's a pretty good choice, but if I had to pick a character, I pick no one. All right, well, I think that'll do it for this episode of Charmed Rewind. If you guys liked this episode, we'd appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, or reviewed wherever you were enjoying it on. You can find us in audio form wherever podcasts are enjoyed. You can also find us on YouTube under youtube.com/Movie Nights the Series and youtube.com/Phelous. You can support us on Patreon, see episodes ahead of time, vote for Charmed Rewind episodes. My Patreon is patreon.com/Movie Nights. Phelan's is patreon.com/Phelous. Thanks to Peter Hunter for editing the podcast for us and for the amazing theme song. He's currently working on the revival of MST3K, Riff Tracks Experiments.
Pretty cool.
Holy shit! Congratulations, Peter!
Yeah.
It's amazing stuff. If you'd like to support his work, he also has a podcast that he does with his wife called The Monsters Are Due. That's about the Twilight Zone, and you can find that at themonstersardupodcast.com. You can also find him on YouTube at Pretor Hunter. What hashtag should we use, Phelan?
Hashtag piss Aunt Gail.
Hashtag Vanity, thy name is Phoebe. All right, that's it. We'll see you Charmanders next time. Bye.